bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Well, I'm glad you could join us. As you know, this is a season for giving, and a lot of people are giving, and a lot of people need some help. Kelly Huff is here right now. She's the Vice President of Client Services, and she's talking about the charitable giving season. And the company that you work for
is called Papilia.
Yeah, and it's a worldwide company.
It is.
That's
we serve
amazing
nonprofits all over the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there are people all over the world who are giving to people who are in need.
Exactly. Exactly. So a person in Iowa could be giving to someone in Africa whom they've never met, but the outreach is huge.
Yeah. Okay. This is, of course, the result of the internet.
Exactly.
And ways that people can communicate all around the world. Well, specifically taking it down to the Bay Area, for example, the kind of thing you're trying to promote now in giving and ways of giving to do the most good. Right?
Exactly, exactly. Now, what I would like to speak to is to the donors first.
Sure.
And about, this is a tough economy, and a lot of folks are either cutting back their giving, and some are feeling like they have to stop giving altogether. So I wanted to give folks a different way of looking at giving. And one of the ways that folks find it more doable is to give a recurring gift. And what that is you can give a monthly donation that automatically comes out of your ATM card, for example, or your credit card, and
or
on
your paycheck, and we have
or your paycheck, exactly.
Like that, right.
And so when you look at giving on a monthly basis, it becomes a little bit more doable. So at the end of the year, sometimes folks will look at a gift and they'll decide for themselves, well, I can only give maybe $10 or $20 this year, and they might not think it's enough, and so they won't give at all. But another way of looking at that is if I gave a gift of $10 or $20 this month and just establish a recurring gift for the year to come, that makes it something that they can do, and they can enjoy the gift of giving all year long.
Okay, and I think the point we should make for people who might be watching at this time is you're not talking about a specific organization giving it. You're talking about charitable giving in general to places and people that need it.
Exactly, and I'll tell you, all the nonprofits could use recurring gifts. They need your assistance definitely at the end of the year because a lot of them rely on this end of year fundraising campaign for a bulk of their annual giving. However, they could really benefit from your continual giving all year long, and that's why recurring gifts are so very helpful. And you know what? A lot of people find that when they break it down on a monthly basis, they're actually able to give more. So the total that they give at the end of the year is more than if they just looked at as an end of the year one-time gift.
Okay, one of the things that comes to mind as you're sitting here talking about this is the number of things that come in the mail from the number of different organizations who are looking for help.
Right.
We're overwhelmed.
Right.
You can't give Save the Bears and Save the Children in Venezuela all at the same time. All those kinds of things. So people are in sort of a bind. They want to help, but they sometimes don't know where to turn.
No, that's a really valid point, because we like to give. It makes us feel good, and most of us wish we could help everybody, but we can't. So what we'd recommend is that you look at the things that are most meaningful to you and your family and focus in on one or two charities for the upcoming season. And then based on how they respond back to you, you decide whether you're going to continue with them or look to another organization. And what I mean by that is, as a donor, you can expect some things back from the organization, and they're pretty basic. One is that if you give online, you receive an immediate acknowledgement for your gift. It's one that gives you all the details of your gift, and you can print it off if you want to. And the other thing is that they communicate with you on a regular basis as if they know you. They should be trying to court you, to get to know you, to establish a relationship with you. So especially with online communications, they're able to communicate to you much more readily. So they should be communicating with you about your interests maybe once a month or once every 2 months as a minimum. So they'll be telling you what your gifts are doing for them.
Okay. Well, the charitable season is definitely here. This is December, and people are in need. And, I think what you're saying makes total sense to me. Makes total sense to me. Thank you for being here, Kelly.
Thank you very
much. Kelly Huff has been our guest, and we're talking about charitable giving season, as you well know. Thank you very much for watching.